Hey friends, Beau here. Over the years, I've traveled throughout the USA, literally to every state. I love to travel, and I love my country. So these days, I'm hitting the road to honor and celebrate this great place that we call home. This is American Destinations.
Atlanta truly is one of my favorite cities in America. When I think of Atlanta, I think of the Civil War, Gone with the Wind, the birthplace of Coca-Cola, and of course, neighborly Southern charm. Driving into town, the Atlanta skyline appears as it always does, majestic, humbled, friendly, shiny and brilliant. Atlanta is known by many names, such as the Big A, Dogwood, Empire City, the ATL, and even the City in the Forest, due to the dense canopy of foliage that literally covers nearly the entire city. But for me, I believe the legendary Allman Brothers stated it best when they recorded their hit song, Hot Atlanta. Now, there's plenty to see and do here in Atlanta. First stop off is the Jimmy Carter Presidential Library and Museum.
Now, this place is really cool. Behind me is the Carter Center. It's part of the Jimmy Carter Presidential Library, just a short distance from downtown Atlanta. If you come to ATL, you simply have to check out this place. From peanut farmer to President of the United States, Jimmy Carter is quite a guy.
Born in 1924, James Earl Carter was a small-town Georgia peanut farmer by trade. But by January of 1977, he had come out of nowhere to beat incumbent Gerald Ford to become our 39th U.S. president. Honoring his days of service both in and out of office is this beautiful facility that features nearly 70,000 square feet of exhibits, historic photos, and archive displays. This amazing complex was completed in 2009, ironically on Jimmy Carter's 85th birthday. Now, I'd like to say that's a right proper birthday gift, wouldn't you? If you're a football fan, Atlanta offers a couple of must-see locations.
If you're a huge college football fan, you have to stop right here at the Chick-fil-A College Football Hall of Fame. Now, this place has previously resided in Kings Mill, Ohio, and even South Bend, Indiana. But since 2014, its home has been right here in downtown Atlanta.
From the archives of the college gridiron to the home of the pros, there's no doubt that Atlanta offers one of the premier NFL stadium designs in the entire country.
Now check out this place behind me, Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in downtown Atlanta. This place opened in 2017 as a replacement to the Georgia Dome. It's home to the NFL's Atlanta Falcons, and oh, by the way, it's probably the coolest looking sports stadium in the entire world.
Now, if you're more into music, Atlanta is a great place to see and hear your favorite artists.
What song is it you want to hear?
There it is, the fabulous Fox Theater, open December 25th, Christmas Day, 1929, 2 months after the stock market crashed here in the United States. Now, this place had some tough years during the Depression years of the 30s, but by the 70s, live albums from Jimmy Buffett and Leonard Skinner were recorded right here, fabulous Fox Theater.
Getting a bit thirsty? Well, perhaps you might want to visit the home of one of the most successful beverage companies on the planet. Welcome to the birthplace of Coca-Cola. Originally marketed as a temperance drink and intended as a patent medicine, Coca-Cola was invented in the late 19th century by John Pemberton, an Atlanta resident and chemist. The name of his world-famous carbonated beverage refers to the original two main ingredients in Coke, the coca leaf and cola nuts. And even though the actual recipe is a well-kept secret, Coca-Cola is so desired that the world's population literally consumes over 1.8 billion servings of Coke each and every day. So here's to you, Mr. Pemberton. Have a Coke and a smile, and enjoy your time at this unique museum dedicated to American ingenuity. After a great first day, I enjoyed some authentic down-home Southern barbecue and headed back to my hotel to relax, refresh, recharge, and prepare for another big day in beautiful Atlanta. The next morning, I stopped by what used to be the original Lowe's Theater. It's where the world-renowned film Gone with the Wind premiered way back in 1939. As the Academy Award-winning movie shows, during the Civil War, Atlanta was a hotbed of activity and was nearly burned to the ground in November of 1864, thanks to Union General William T. Sherman's famous March to the Sea, when he ordered Atlanta to be completely destroyed. Thank goodness it wasn't. Now, if you want to know more about Atlanta's larger-than-life involvement in the Civil War, and check out Stone Mountain. Now, the big feature here on the north face of Stone Mountain is an immense carving into the side of a quartz rock bed. This is where you'll find the chiseled depictions of Jefferson Davis, the President of the Confederacy, along with Generals Robert E. Lee and Stonewall Jackson. Now, you can shop, eat, walk around, or even take an aerial tram all the way to the top of the mountain. But no matter how you view this enormous piece of history, just know it's listed as the largest bas relief artwork in the entire world. And speaking of larger-than-life figures, our last stop here in Atlanta prominently features one of the greatest civil liberty leaders in our country's history. Martin Luther King Jr. was best known as a minister and activist who was one of the leaders of the civil rights movement in the 50s and 60s. King was a native of Atlanta, born in 1929. Inspired by the nonviolence activism of Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr. went on to win the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964.
Behind me is Ebenezer Baptist Church. In 1960, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. became co-pastor of this church with his father and stayed co-pastor until 1968.
And that's when I met Ardell Wright, a poet, a singer, and a man who can literally channel the true inspirational spirit of the great Martin Luther King Jr.
I know I ain't been changed. Oh, I know I ain't been changed.
Thank you, Ardell. Thank you, Dr. King. And thank you to all the folks who traveled with us over the years. We'll see you at the next destination.